Don't over-rely on a thesaurus. Oftentimes my students, they think a thesaurus is this amazing tool where they can just like plug in a word and then look at all the synonyms and then just pick the biggest and most exciting one. The reality though is that the English language is a very broad language, and our words have denotative meanings like the dictionary definition, and then we also have the connotative meanings. And these are meanings that go beyond the literal definition. I want to demonstrate a couple examples of why you should always be cautious when you're using a thesaurus. One example. So if you look up the word see, and then you look at the synonyms and the other words that also mean see, and watch and witness are also both going to be on there. But you don't say, I'm going to go witness a movie. Like that feels like you're going to go like witness a crime that's going to happen on a movie, right? I want to give another example of why this is important. So I had a student a couple years ago who clearly used a thesaurus, and he looked up the word sad, and he's like, I want to impress Mr. Gregson. How am I going to impress him? So he looked through all the synonyms of sad. And as he went through all the synonyms, I'm assuming that what he thought is, this looks like the biggest, most interesting word that is a synonym for sad. And he chose the word melancholy. And I remember when I read his personal narrative, I was like kind of impressed, but also kind of suspicious. So later, I wrote down the word on a Post-it card, and I had him come over to my desk. I said, can you pronounce this word for me? And he kind of like stared at it and blinked. And he's like, melancholy? I'm like, what does melancholy mean? And he's like, I don't think that's a real word, Mr. Gregson. And I go, well, you wrote it in your paper. Remember, a thesaurus is a tool, but don't over-rely on it too much. If you really want to build that internal lexicon, that's your internal dictionary, you need to read a lot. Because as you read more, you're going to see words used in a variety of contexts. And so you're going to be able to find out when is melancholy appropriate, when is witness appropriate, when is watch appropriate, and when is see appropriate. If you liked what I had to say today, follow me for more. Please like, comment, favorite, whatever you got to do.